Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whenever and wherever you're watching this from. My name is Maruf Hassan Abdullah. Today, we are going to be speaking on the topic of a viral video of a TikToker, a copper, a Lagos State copper in particular, where she expressed her opinion about the Lagos State NYSC, and she has been accused of insulting the President of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So today I'm here with a guest, a public affairs analyst and a journalist, Mr. Francis EzeDiuno. So, Mr. Francis, like I said about the topic, I just want you to balance and analyze everything that actually went on about the couple. I think her name is Ushi. I can't really call the name very well. So, but I know her first name is Ushi. She came on TikTok, and I think she's not too much of a regular TikToker. She talked about the smelly states of Lagos State, like how Lagos is very smelly, and she went ahead to talk about how President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is really the country, and she gave her own opinions. Now I'm going to ask you, what do you think about the way she expressed her opinion?
Thank you very much for that question. Firstly, I want you to understand this, that it's not my opinion anyway. I want you to understand this, that Nigeria is a democracy. Even though Nigeria is still a nascent democracy, we can still beat our chest and say we're a democracy. From 1999 to now, it's no mean achievement. Nigeria is a democracy, and our constitution guarantees freedom of expression. But on that basis, we can say what she did was right. Though me, I'm not in support of what she said or the action she took, and I'm not against it. But as a human being, I would like also to clarify what she said was right. But we have to contextualize it to our African setting. First, in Africa, we respect elders. No matter who you are, we respect elders. So, she being a youth and referring to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in that manner, well, I would want to say she went off the mark. Secondly, she being a youth corps, a member of the National Youth Service Corps. Nobody knew her, Rita, or her name. Nobody knew her as a youth corps until she herself reveals online on social media that on that video that went viral, that she's a youth corps. Now, firstly, she's a youth corps. A youth corps, the NYSC is a paramilitary organization, as we know in Nigeria.
Yes.
So the president is the commander in chief. So in that context, she was wrong again to have criticized her commander in chief in that publicly. Yeah. So in those two regards, she's wrong. One, she criticized her commander in chief. Secondly, she talked down an elder. But as per the freedom of expression, and she's right. As a citizen under a democracy, you have the right to voice your frustration. You have the right to criticize those in authority. But you have to do it with respect. Shall you are referring to elders. That is my own opinion.
Okay, but some people used to say when it comes to criticizing the government, no matter how old you are, there is nothing like respect. I'm talking generally, I'm not even talking about Africa this time. And as a Nigerian, she has her own human rights. People will say, okay, now, especially even when you vote for somebody, the fact that you actually voted for somebody doesn't mean you can actually criticize the way they rule, the way they lead. So I'm looking from the way she was talking, you could actually tell that she did not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
She's not even a voter. I can bet you she's not even a voter.
So the thing now is, do you think she's talking from the fact that she's talking from an hatred part of her side, that from the fact that she did not vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually win, or her candidate did not win? So now she has to criticize the candidate that actually won.
Let me take it from this angle. If you have to be in Lagos to understand what she felt. I mean, if you've not been in Lagos before and you've been and you just suddenly find yourself in Lagos, you'll be frustrated. Lagos is a place where you get frustrated. if you're not used to the system there. That's on one hand. Then secondly, you have to look at the context within which she uttered those statements.
Yeah.
Well, I had the opportunity to go through to background her, to check her background. I discovered that she is a victim of what they say Nigeria happened to her. We all know what they mean by Nigeria happened to her.
Okay.
You know, I was reading this man, Agba Jalingo is a popular activist on social media. He wrote something on Facebook. When I read it, her father was the chief inspector of Nigerian Immigration Service. He was still in service, and I discovered it was revealed that he invested his money into palm plantation.
Okay.
To retire and go into palm plantation business. Now along the line, the Cross River State government wanted to bulldoze some farmland to pave ways, the airport or which I don't know, hospital, I don't know. This man's farmland was among those that they would bulldoze. The man came, rushed down with his uniform from wherever he was working, with his uniform, and he was among those that protested the bulldozing. Notwithstanding, government is government, they still bulldoze it. And after the protest, they said the man collapsed and he didn't survive. He didn't wake up from that episode. He died. So Nigeria happened to her. That is one. She bottled that up. Now, secondly, I also heard that she was not initially posted to Lagos State for herself. She worked it. I wouldn't know if it's true or not. She worked it.
Okay, I did not even get to find
So
out.
now getting to Lagos State and Lagos are happening to you. She's middle class above Nigeria.
Yeah.
She's not rich, she's not poor, considering her background. Now, I also went through some of her social media handles. I would kind of classify her as a content creator. People have been criticizing her and saying,
She's trying to create content.
Yes.
I was one of the people that
and to make things
criticized her.
to make things even kind of worse, it was a challenge. 30-day rant challenge. So what she didn't do it because she was frustrated or because I would like to say what she didn't do it because she was frustrated or because she got annoyed, you know. She did it as part of a challenge. A rant, 30-day rant challenge or something like that.
So now we can't actually tell.
You cannot categorize where her action is coming from. Yes.
The fact that she actually loves Nigeria.
Exactly.
Or she was just doing it like
Exactly. I would categorize that as a team is something that just came out spontaneously. Let me join the rant. That something happened to me. Let me just come and add mine. But unfortunately, she didn't know it would go viral.
So right now, as you all know, NYC hasn't made any official statement about the call. And then they haven't held the LGI accountable. So what do you have to say about that?
NYC cannot hold the LGI accountable. You know. Nigeria has even made this thing worse for her. Apart from the fact that she mentioned that she used her mouth to say she's an NYC member, the video would have just gone like past like that. But people now started sharing
because the fact
it got to probably an official of the NYC got wind of it and called her another kind of a trainer and threatening her, you know, why are you doing this? Pull that video down. She didn't do it.
She recorded the voice call.
She recorded the voice. You know, we should be wise whatever I do in this country. Don't say because you want to get traction, to trend, and you start putting yourself into problems that at the end of the day, those people that will come and say, "Hey, we'll back you," they will just come and back you because they are seeking or they want to use you for their own purpose. That's what I would consider Omoyele Sowore and co. I'm not against him, but one thing you should know that if Omoyele Sowore decides to intervene in your matter, he has a hidden agenda.
A personal.
Yes, or it's not because he loves you. Sowore doesn't know this lady from anywhere. So how come that one day you now come and say, "Look, since what happened since their grandstanding on Monday, have you had anything again about lady?" This lady finally came out and apologized, which is, to me, she realized she has taken some steps which are very, very unnecessary. She's not an activist. If you see her as an activist, she's not. She's just something that
because
she just came out.
She cried way too fast.
She cried. No, you had the right to cry.
It was way too fast.
She didn't explain what happened.
Yes.
She became an instant celebrity within 24 hours.
Yes, she was.
She rose to the status of a celebrity and she came down. The same way she rose, she came down. So I will not class her as an activist. It was an opportunity that probably was misused. NYSC had not stated anything categorically, but the NYSC that I know, that I served, two things may happen to her. Ask me what? Two things may happen to her towards the end of her service. One, they may extend her service. She's in Lagos now serving, right? They may extend her service. I'm not saying NYSC will do this. They may deploy her to a community that
she will not like.
If NYSC does not see certificate, those two things may happen to her. Get it deployed to a PPA that way that she will not like after when they extend her service for 6 months or so. Then secondly, they may seize her.
Maybe if NYSC seizes her certificates on and all that, do you think it is actually fair?
It's in the NYSC bylaw now. She will face the music. But NYSC has not said anything yet. So I wouldn't know.
Yeah, that is where we are worried.
But NYSC will make to me and what I know, they may make a case, they may make an example of her. But they react. To every action is an equal opposite reaction.
Yeah, people were also saying in the comment section that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hasn't said anything about the case. So some were even replying to the comments that it is not a national problem. No. It is nothing. Like, why does the president have to actually reply to something like that?
Nobody will have taken this lady serious.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes her become, I would say, an instant celebrity is because she said she's a member of the National Youth Service Corps. People come online every day to criticize the government. I criticize the government. I criticize. So my friend will call me, Francis EzeDiuno, please mellow down with the government. I do criticize it. At times I code it. They don't know who I'm talking to. We criticize government every day. But when you see a policeman with uniform, without uniform, come and say, I'm a policeman, I'm criticizing, something will happen. But as a citizen, you have a right to criticize. If you're a policeman, you want to criticize the government, please don't put on your uniform. And don't identify yourself. Because when you do, according to their laws, their statutes, you cannot come and criticize your commander-in-chief. You can't. Yes, you can't, because it's a hierarchical thing from top to bottom. The order must come from above. You understand? So you cannot come and criticize your commander-in-chief. That is the way I see it. She's a youth corper. The youth service is a paramilitary organization. You cannot come and criticize your commander-in-chief. Even though we know in Nigeria we're not smiling. We know in Nigeria we're not happy. But you just cannot come and criticize your commander-in-chief. That's the way I see it. And that's the way it is.
I think it is safe to say, from your own point of view, it's safe to say that she was in the wrong.
Wrong. To have. I didn't mean she closed, she just did mention that NYSC part. People will just look and say she's a normal speaker in Nigeria. She's just venting her anger.
Yeah, that's true. How do you think she should have actually expressed her feelings?
Like when I watched that video, the way she started, she was doing some comparison. When she went to the market, she could not buy something. Yeah, fine. She could not buy it. Mr. President, what can you do to make life easy? She can start by asking questions. I went to the supermarket. I was thinking I'll buy something for so amount. I couldn't. What can you do to improve it? You understand? Yeah. Our lawmakers, what can you do in form of legislation to make life easy for us Nigerians? She can start asking that question. She can ask the question the first day. She can ask the second day. She can make it a point of duty to be asking. She can be doing video and asking that question. She can go through her representatives. So there are ways you can do it. But in Africa, in Nigeria, we are so abusive. That's why you think abuse is criticism. No. Abuse is not criticism. How can you say President Tinubu is a useless person? That's not, that useless is not criticism.
It's an abuse.
It's an abuse from a youth to an elder.
I think she actually used the word terrible, not like useless. Because when she later came online and she was ranting on TikTok, she did not abuse the president, she only called the president terrible.
How is Tinubu a terrible president?
So according to our own point of view,
to me, I don't Tinubu is not it, though he has his shortcomings, which means I don't agree with him. But Tinubu is not a terrible president. It's just that during his time, things are like this. That's just, and I'm very sure he's not sleeping, he's not just eating and dying and saying let Nigerians go to hell. No. He's doing what he can do to better the economy. But if things don't work out as he planned, it's not his fault.
So some people would come with their own point of view that if you could react that way to what is going on in River State, that means you could do something to everything happening in the country. So why just sleep on it? So I mean I'm talking like
processes. Let me talk like a politician. They are processes. Does that answer? They are processes.
I guess. As you've all heard, according to Mr. Francis, so the NYSC club member was in the wrong, and we don't know whether she's going to actually dance to the tune of the music of the NYSC, because right now NYSC hasn't made any official statements about the matter. So with this, I would like to end the podcast today. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, and I really appreciate the support. So whatever you have to say or whatever you need to say, you don't need to be angry. This is just a common point of view. You can actually put your own point of view in the comment section. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.